It's early morning. Good morning, fellow YouTubers. Happy Friday. So, when I started this channel, um, somewhere in between 2.5 to 3 years ago, I came up with the name Simply Biking. And the first two videos I made, one is still up, one I pulled down. One was just on Chuck Gines and Black Dragon. They were having a spat, a argument, and it was ongoing, and I wanted to comment on that. And then one was on, I think I met Scooter Tramp Scotty, and I talked about oh no, it was The Wave, and about how, anyways, I came up with that name right when I started Simply Biking, and I wasn't really sure. I wasn't even really planning on having a channel that was making videos regularly, but I had such a good response to those first two videos that I branched out on, how to ride cruisers with some element of safety still. Having still kind of like the cruiser style or cruiser look with some element of safety, and about how nowadays you can kind of borrow from the sport bike safety gear, so far as helmets, gloves, padded pants. And never really thought about changing the name, because when I started to get more into my religion, I just developed that second channel. Now that's where the name changes took place, because I think I named it first Saving Beliefs. My initials are SB, so I wanted to stay with SB, Simply Biking's SB, Saving Beliefs. But then I had so many Christians coming on there and saying, basically you're going to hell because you're Catholic, that I changed it to Catholic Beliefs. So I went away from the SB thing. But this channel has always stayed with just Simply Biking. But I have got some flack because I go into politics and I even go into my religious stuff. But I got so close to 600 subs. I got up to 596. But then my last video, an angel came down from heaven yesterday, caused me to lose 3 subs. But that's all good. I'm used to that. Like when I would post a religious video, always seeing about 3 subs disappear. But this channel isn't really anymore about me. I still want to involve as much biking as I can, because it's my primary source of pleasure other than my religious beliefs. But I changed the name after almost 3 years of just one name, and that's Simply Biking and Bibles. Just throwing in the word Bibles just to be able to discuss things related to religion and Bibles and scripture and those kinds of saving beliefs. But it makes me kind of envious of another channel that I follow, Lose Your Life, because he was able to just jump straight in with nothing but religious vernacular and topics. And that's all he pretty much does. Yeah, he'll show things he does in his life or whatever, but it's kind of, and it's influenced me to want to make more videos like that and less to do with motorcycles. And so it got me thinking, maybe about 3 months, I've been thinking about changing my name. Not a lot, not obsessing about it or anything, but just every now and then I think, Simply Biking really kind of indicates you're only going to talk about biking. And I've been kind of wanting to bring in more of this religiosity more and more as we go. That being said, I realize I'm going to lose some more subs, most likely, once I post this video, but that's okay. It's not really about me. It's about trying to reach as many people as I can. So, the people I lose are going to be people that are interested in motorcycles but want nothing to do with anything religious. And some of those are probably people that have never really been big on commenting, but have been around since the beginning. Because when I made those videos on Rat Trap and, even Shade Tree Surgeon and Black Dragon and Scooter Tramp Scotty, that got a lot of, I think, viewers that subscribed and just kind of don't really follow me that much unless they see me covering one of these big YouTubers out there. So I'll lose most of them if they see this video. Once again, they don't watch most of my videos, I don't think. And that could range anywhere from like 200 to 300. And then there's another group of people that, they're mainly interested in the motorcycles, and they can tolerate some stuff though, but they'll pick and choose which videos they watch. And then there's those that kind of appreciate both, maybe leaning a little bit more towards the biking or maybe leaning a little bit more towards the religious. And those are the people that stick around, and those are the people that, I'm thankful for as I go in this kind of slightly new direction. But it's not really going to be that much of a new direction because I've been bringing in more and more religiosity all along. Come here. Good boy. But what do you guys think about this tap, tap, tap on my pillow? I mean, it's so much, it's so often. And then I started thinking, it wouldn't have been hard for the devil to put that little feather on my shirt. Made me start wondering if it is maybe demonic, or, it is, I don't know, but I have got some good feelings when that tapping is happening. I've never got strong negative feelings. But I think it's a blessing no matter what, because what it tells me is just I'm getting more spiritual, and the more spiritual I'm getting, the more I'm going to be involved in this battle that's going on. So I think it's really a blessing, whether it's my guardian angel or it's a demon. Really, either way, I know I'm protected. And really, either way, it wakes me up early before the alarm clock, which is good. I got a lot of stuff to do before I go to work, including prayers. And, just a constant reminder every morning that this spiritual world is real and is with us. That's a blessing. And so I did get down on bended knee and thank the Lord this morning for this blessing, whether it's from the light or the darkness. It's a blessing. So I know it's weird. I know it's hard to believe. People might think I'm hallucinating and doing too much drugs or something like that. And then on that note, I have really benefited from seeing some fellow YouTubers, either struggle with substances or, share that they're moving away from that and leaving something alone. And I really have enjoyed this time where I'm just, right now I'm even drinking decaf. I don't even drink caffeine anymore. I used a little bit of chewing tobacco last weekend on my ride on Saturday, but but I don't think I have to go completely straight edge. I mean, I did have a couple beers, like 2 in the last 2 weeks, and I don't think I've ever been an alcoholic. I just think I've just had addictive tendencies where it could be exercise. Whenever I get into, I really rely on that as a source of release and having that cathartic experience. So anyways, really appreciate you guys. But give me some feedback on if you think that tapping on the pillow and some of those good vibrations that have been sent while it's happening, if you think it's demonic or angelic. Once again, Either way, I think it's a blessing because it just lets me know how much this spiritual world is real and it's waiting for all of us when we pass on. Energy never ceases. You know, if you take a piece of wood and you burn it in a fire, it lets off that heat and you have ashes afterwards. It's just transformed into a different type of energy. Same with us. So we're energy, and it never ceases. We get to decide where we're going to spend eternity, though, by how we act and if we give God his due respect while we're down here. So I'm just loving the journey of life. You know, there's good and there's bad, but I'm really enjoying the process. Hey, shout out the process. It's funny how much you hear that term. Ever since Jesse developed that channel, I hear the process in conversation so much now. It's like when you go get a car, and then all of a sudden you start seeing that car everywhere. You know, there was just as many of those cars beforehand, but you never noticed them because you didn't have that car. Anyways, I really enjoy being on this journey and everyone that's coming along with me and getting to know some of the other influencers and YouTubers out there. And life is good. The good and the bad. When you sum it all up, it's great. Life is a great, great experience. I love you all. I love life. And I'm looking forward to continuing this channel, continuing the relationships. I meet up people on this channel. You know, I just want to say sorry to lose your life real quick because, you know, there was, well, first of all, you always mistook that I was having anything to do with your content. You know I have no issues with your content at all. It was just 3 comments. One, there was no topic on your video about being drunk. And then I made a positive comment about your video, and you gave me back a verse, just a biblical verse that was saying, be sober. And it was like, that wasn't the topic of your video, that wasn't the topic of my comment, and why are you telling me to be sober, that when that's not even related to anything that's going on right now? And then the other thing was, I made a nice comment on one of your videos, and you put back straight-laced. And I've always had issues fitting in with Harley riders because I'm not blue collar. And I'm a white collar person for 30 years now. So I, wondered, that's kind of clear cut, you're judging me. And so I didn't appreciate that. And then there was one other comment. It doesn't really matter. But there were just these comments. Oh, yeah, it was be honest. When I talked about how I wore my brother's hand-me-downs. And you were like, be honest. And that's the one quality about myself that I value more than any other quality, is my truthfulness and my honesty and my authenticity. So when you said that, it kind of struck that nerve, and I guess I felt like 3 strikes, you're out. And I kind of unleashed on you, but I saw the negative effect on you it had, and then I realized you weren't trying to just push my buttons, and you were just being straightforward, or not really realizing what you were saying was kind of like pushing my buttons without knowing it, though. But I saw that in one video that I had a negative effect on you, and I hurt your feelings. And you're a strong, tough guy, and maybe you don't like me saying that I think I hurt your feelings, but I am a feeling person, and I'll own that. And I don't ever want to have to hurt anyone's feelings, especially someone I have so much respect for. So I hope that comes across as a heartfelt apology, and, you are my brother, just like Jesse, and I really, really love you all, appreciate you all, but we all have our moments where we kind of misread things or get offended, and yeah, enough on that. Anyways, you guys, have a blessed day. It's Friday. The weekend's ahead of us. Look towards the positive landscape of the future. Yeah. Okay. Adios, amigos.